would still be in trouble because the populations that are demanding it are increasing.
If you use hydro, if you use water instead of oil, you're just gonna run out of water, just like you're gonna run out of oil. That's the problem with hydro.
Oh, come on, old hacks. What are you smoke
Yes,
of water?
yes, it's
The
proven
whole
fact. That's why
point,
we're not using
idiot.
ethanol.
You're missing the whole fucking point. You're not using the water, Einstein. Okay, you're absorbing the energy that happens when it falls down. The water falls down on the earth, you see, and it falls on the high parts, and then it flows to the low parts, and you're getting the energy from it flowing. You're not using the water.
Well, if you're talking about dams and that kind of electricity, that doesn't produce nearly enough energy that we need.
Oh, well, it would if we did it on small scale. Water. All you have to do is set up with water pipes. So you put water pipes, and you have the water. You catch it 300 feet high, and you run a pipe to where it ends up, a half mile away, where it's now 300 feet lower, and the water, thousands of pounds per square inch, and it'll run a turbine. And you don't need a dam and all that other crap.
You do realize that we're like running out of water, right?
Again, you don't use the water, okay? Or to open out the pipe with the same amount of water at the top as at the bottom. Use the goddamn water. You might heat it a little, but you don't use it.
I don't know, maybe old hack is what you're talking about for across the planet, like the Ogallala Aquifer. Is that along the lines of what you're talking about? I just want to see.
Well, yeah, and that's agriculture that's doing that, so that has nothing to do with this conversation. That's not an energy problem. That's a agriculture
That's
problem.
using water.
Yeah, whatever. That's a different use. Water, gravity. It's not using water, it's just stealing its gravity.
Why are you so fat and nerdy? Got the beard.
Why the hell's Santa Claus here? What are you doing, Santa Claus?
You're a little snarky kid, aren't you? You're a little snark,
What are
aren't
you
you?
doing, Santa
Little
Claus?
snarky kid. You little snarky. Fucking people. God, who raises these little monsters? Old hacks. Oh yeah, well I did have them. Well yeah, I think 5 or 6 times.
Nobody raises them.
I don't know what that one was called though. I don't know her name. I don't know something. I think she was called like Luanga or something. I don't know what the fuck her name was.
I support abortion. I'm pro-abortion.
Supporting and having are two different things, but whatever. You think it was a and me, so but up beers that's kind of a waste of time.
Windmills, that's the way to go.
Well, windmills have their problems. See, that's where you get the highs. You got to pay a guy lock up there and fuck with this, turbine, this rickety turbine that's made out of lighter than should be materials, 500 feet up in the air. Um, you know, and the,
The biggest problem with windmills is people's problem with them. It's everyone's, everyone has a problem with.
yeah, but has a problem with them. A 600,000 pound blade flying into their house. Oh fuck! Yeah, I have that problem too. Yeah, and they are ugly as hell. You have to say they are ugly as hell too, and they kill all those migratory birds.
No way, man! They're fucking beautiful. Are you kidding me? We have windmill farms here in California. They're fucking a sight to behold.
Oh, they're just hideous.
They're nice to see.
Horrible, horrible, horrible.
And keep those free griddle. It's it's extremely beneficial to avoid.
Well, I'm against that too. I don't want no fucking cattle grazing anywhere.
Well, you're a radical. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm just saying, it's not a very green thing to be doing. No, we let the slaves huddle around the windmills.
Windmills don't produce any waste. That's the benefit in them.
Well, they do. It's bird guts. Okay, that's the. Well, I'm just saying,
what we're doing now,
I think hydro is better than the windmill thing. I'm just saying, long-term maintenance, it's better than windmills. Yes, it's passive, it's less obscene, less unsightly, so it wins all over the place. Especially
windmills are fucking beautiful. I don't know.
Pacific, you got that whole fucking Pacific Ocean. You can do the tidal thing, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, we can have a beach.
You don't, you oil captured.
Retard.
Retard.
Hooking up all that fucking technology, you'd be so dependent upon it. Windmills are the way to go. The only problem is that you need more of them and you need land.
Oh, whatever. You bought windmill stock. Okay, get it. Okay, Mill Inc. Ugh, windmills.
So basically, these windmills, like you look at the 2.1 gigawatt or the 1.5 gigawatt, those are the most common ones on Maui. They have a predetermined years, maybe 30 years at the outside, and they require constant maintenance. And what you're seeing around the country right now with a lot of these windmills is owner-operators are doing what's called run to failure, and that's where you stop maintaining the windmills, like Gary was talking about, paying some guy to climb up 300 feet ladder in every couple of weeks to oil the gear, and you just run the things until you're basically grinding, gears on gears, and it's actually cheaper to do that. In some cases, not every case obviously, but in some cases it's cheaper just to run them to failure and tear them down and put up a new windmill than it is to maintain them. But Gary mentioned the ultralight properties of the blades. The problem with that is it requires a lot of these composite blades require incredible amounts of energy and fossil fuels to create these hybrid high-tech components. So again, it's kind of a catch-22 as we start running out of, as energy becomes more and more scarce, where are we going to be able to create these components, and where are we going to get the energy to manufacture? It just
but you're never going to run out of wind.
Well, you're not going to run out of water either. Gravity, you're not going to run out of gravity. All right, so you might as well grab as much of it as you can.
And solar's good too.
Yeah, well, solar's really pussy compared to everything else.
Well, if we all had solar panels on top of our houses, it'd be efficient.
Yeah, if we all, right, we'd all have 15 extra milliwatts of electricity. We'd all be able to recharge our cell phones. Come on, it's not practical. Lots of energy in. It is practical. Okay, the past might work, but the photovoltaics are a chemical disaster. They are made of oil, you idiot. Okay, yeah, well, you know that, but so you're just talking shit then. Like a little blondie-haired girl.
Well, I don't think it'd be good for cars, but I think it'd be good for like houses.
Yeah, it'd be great, but the point is we're gonna make an investment. You make the investment in the things that pay off the most, not in the thing that pays off the least. You gotta turn your mic off there. Okay, turn it off. Wait too young.
Solar panels are a good thing. Solar panels are a thing.
Yeah. Well, cute girls are pretty good too. Yes, photovoltaic shit. The passive panels are good. But again, back to the turbine argument. Why don't you pay attention to this guy? And this DNA guy's smart. Yeah, there's a lot of costs go into this high tech stuff. And look, the Hoover Dam. I think they really made. I think the things lasted 50 fucking years. You know, yeah, you don't need high technology, and so you can do it with this low technology, sturdy, stable stuff that'll last a damn long time.
Hey, anybody who's never taken the Hoover Dam tour, definitely take it. That's a fascinating tour where they take you down stocks, where the pens into the main pipes and you know go into the turbines. That is a really cool
Yeah.
tour. There's one point where you're walking over.
I got one of my stories. I got one of my stories that happened at the Hoover Dam when I was a kid. Everything goes wrong when I'm a kid, of course, right? So yeah, we went to the Hoover Dam thing, right? You get in these rickety little elevator, and they shoost you down, and then there's just like 7, 10 of us. I don't know how many people. Well, anyway, this lady has an epileptic seizure, right? And so she's flapping all over the place, and it's all dark and wet. And it's scary as shit. This fucking woman's going completely 10 years old, and the whole thing was just. It was just like, get me the fuck out of here. There was no way to get out. I mean, you're stuck like 4 miles under the earth or something. You feel like you're in. It's just everything. It's like the Statue of Liberty thing. Like the higher you go up, everything gets smaller and smaller. It was.
That's a bizarre story. Hey, that's back at the time though when a lot of people were carrying combs around in their back pocket. Did somebody know to stick a comb in her mouth?
They were doing all kinds of shit, but I didn't want to know what the hell they were doing. It was just too. Oh man.
Yeah, that tour though was amazing. Gary, I don't know. You probably took the same exact tour I did. I doubt they changed it very much over the decades. There's one point where you're walking over this 30-foot input pipe or inlet pipe, and man, you can feel the power of all that water flowing through it. And it's just it's like vibrating the rock, that the dam is anchored into. I don't know.
Yeah, I do remember that part. You just no matter where you were, you could feel it. Which was kind of neat. You could just feel this. You're walking in cement tunnels, and you can feel the turbines. You can feel it.
Yeah, those turbines were originally made by Westinghouse, and what the tour guide told us is that we mines in this country anymore. We've exported so much of our manufacturing overseas. That was smart. That we can now no longer make the turbines. We no longer have a lathing facility or a casting facility big enough to make the spindles. There's something like 80 or 90 feet long, and I don't know, 3 feet wide, something like that. So I don't know where we get them now from. China probably. So thanks for that. Whoever thought that one up, whoever planned that out.
Yeah, well, that's the irony of it, though, because we actually do make the turbines. For the Chinese are building a big dam. I don't know what it's called, but they have Hoover dams, and we actually making the
Yeah, obnoxious got it. Three Gorges. I assume that's the one you were talking about, the Three Gorges Dam.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what its name is, but yeah, it's just huge.
Yeah, I got something trippy to tell you.